Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel once again, which is Omkar in Lithuania. And it's been a long time since we have interacted. I made a new video about any other topic, but yeah, winters are starting now. The temperature is getting cold, and I have to do a lot of arrangements, to just survive and to make myself healthy. So I've been busy in a lot of things. All the Asians, all the Indians, people who are celebrating Diwali, Bandi Chhor Divas, and Govardhan Puja and all other festivals. I wish you have a blast in all the festivals. I know that I'm wishing you after the celebration has already been over, but yeah, since I was busy in doing with a lot of different things and arranging with a lot of different ideas to what to give you more information about, because throughout my previous video, I can see that many people have got the kind of information that they were looking out for, and I have seen a lot of good, bad, and every kind of perspective and the ideas that people have been suggesting to me. But I'm truly glad that you guys took your time. I know that videos can be a little bit boring because I don't know how to do the transitions. I don't know how to do the kind of good editing that you might want to look, and the kind of transitions and all and everything that makes video quite eye-catching or anything. But trust me, the whole purpose of starting this channel, the whole motive behind coming in front of the camera and giving you all the information, speaking for like 15-20 minutes, is to basically pass on the kind of information that you suffer to get. Trust me when I say this, I have seen people who are here in Vilnius, who are here in Lithuania, who are even in any European countries. They don't understand some basic aspects, some of the basic things, and it's not their fault actually. It's just like that nobody has told them. And when you go to a new country, when you go to a new city, it's always very strange, and it's always very clueless for you. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for, and I'm genuinely trying to give you the kind of information that you might want to know, that you might want to listen to, and that might can help you out in your transition from coming from your home country, from the comfort of your home, to a slightly or a completely new country. Depends on the culture. So that is my whole point. And I have got a comment, I've got a couple of comments where people have said that I speak non-stop, it's a kind of boring video. I know that I get a lot of positive comments as well. People are happy with the kind of information that I share. But at the same time, yeah, it's going to be boring because I am still in a learning phase. I don't know how to do the editing. I'm going to try it out, but it's going to take some time because, yeah, obviously this is not something that I do daily. This is not something that I, have learned it from my experience, or I've not been into any kind of related field with the video editing things and all. But that being said, I'm so happy, I'm so glad that you guys are supporting. You guys are telling me what to do, what not to do, and you guys are actually finding meaning from the videos that I create, and you guys are happy with the kind of information that you get on a regular basis. Without further ado, I'll disclose what we're going to discuss about today and why it is very important that I have to be standing throughout the video. So the thing is, today we're going to discuss about housing. Today we're going to discuss about how you can find an accommodation in Lithuania. Why this is important? Because people, you come in Lithuania, it's very cold. There have been times when there's snow outside and people come in Lithuania and they don't have a finalized apartment or a housing to live, and that's a very problematic thing. Because if you have home, you can cook, you can eat, you can at least maintain your temperature and maintain your things. So we're gonna talk about how to find an accommodation in Lithuania. We're gonna find about how you can easily find an accommodation, and what are the things, what are the aspects where you look at, and what is the kind of renting that you have to pay in Lithuania, what are the other expenses, what is the benefit of declaring your residence, and how do you basically declare your residence as well, why it is important as well. So these are some of the aspects that we're going to discuss about in today's video. So you've got your DRP, you are successful in packing, and now you are in Lithuania. Now how to find the accommodations. So when we talk about Vilnius, I'm going to name some of the universities like VGTU. It's one of the very great university, and it provides the accommodation. That's the greatest part. So the thing is that VGTU has dormitories. So dormitories range, in different buildings, and they have different rent. But the dormitory that I live in has two kinds of rooms. One is the three people room, where 3 beds are there in one room, and one is the two sharing, which has 2 double beds. So the 2 double bed has a rent of 200 euros, There was a time when the rent was around 180 or 190. It was like recently increased to 200. And in terms of triple sharing, the rent is 150. It was increased from 140 euros. Okay. Now the dormitory that I live in is number one, and it's number one in the terms of number, not not talking like in exceptions or something like that. But yeah, it's Vendrabudis number one, and basically it's one of the cleanest dormitory because it's like newly renovated and all and everything. You get two kitchens on one floor, so basically there are 10 rooms of three beds and 10 rooms of two beds, so approximately 50 people live on one floor. And when there's 50 people, there's two kitchen, each on two different ends. Or when we talk about the washrooms in this dormitory particularly, there's no shared washroom for the entire floor or half the floor. So every layout is like that. You get 3 room, you get 2 room, and you get a washroom in one particular one particular end or edge of the dormitory. So this is how this dormitory look like. We have another dormitory near around which is like around 100 to 120 euros, but that dormitory is quite old, so that basically you might not find it so much clean and so much appealing, because yeah, obviously it's old and they are closing it soon for the renovation purpose. The Erasmus student, in terms of comes to Lithuania, have another dormitory. So VGTU is fully supporting all these students to get their dormitory and get their living places. Now, when we talk about different other options, so one is the dormitory for sure. You can get a lot of private dormitories as well. So there are some institutions, there are some different companies who runs these private dormitories, and the range is around like 200 to 250 euros. It can go up to 300 or 400 euros, but it all depends on your expectations and your need. But majorly the price is around 200 to 300 euros with utilities. So even in my dormitory, I don't have to pay a separate utilities. Why utility is a big cost, I'll explain it to you in the other part of the video. But yeah, this is one thing. Now when we talk about this dormitory, you can come here, you can just go to Indian bank account, and you need to pay a deposit of around 600 euros, which is around 62,000 rupees or 61,000 rupees in INR, for booking the room, for booking the accommodation. And once you get that, you can come here and they'll assign you the room over the email before you even come here. So you can just directly come to the security and just say him that, hey, I have this reserved room, can I get the keys? And he'll assist you in finding your room. So this is about VGTU dormitory, and it's one of the finest dormitory across Lithuania because there's like a lot of students, and from this dormitory to the university is around like 1 kilometer. It hardly takes 5 to 7 minutes if you even walk. So this is about VGTU. When you talk about other colleges, you have private dormitories. Everywhere there's like dormitories if you are comfortable. You can get dormitories as cheap as 100 euros or 80 euros. But obviously, the thing is that the less you pay, the worse condition you might get. What I mean by that is, so when you pay 100 euros or 120 euros in the other private dormitories, you might have to share your room with approximately 5 to 6 people. I mean, it's good if you have all the Indian friends and the kind of same people, same belief, but it's sometimes very difficult because sometimes, let's say you have to work, you have to study, the other person is maybe in the party mood or something. But it all depends. You have to find your vibe, you have to find your partner, and yeah, room change is also not a very big problem in these dormitories. Now, we got dormitories, but what if you didn't get the dormitory? What are the private accommodation options that you have? So, the thing is, so basically there are two major websites, which is called Orodas. It's one of the very major website that will help you find your next home in Lithuania if you're not finding a dormitory. And the other one is Skelibiu, if I'm pronouncing it right. So again, you can also find accommodation there as well. So these are the two major websites. One is Orodas and one is Skelibiu. Okay, I'll most probably try to link them down in the description so that you can reach directly. Now the property can range from 350 euros or a bare minimum of 300 euros and goes up to 400, 500, 1000 euros, 1200 euros as well. But the thing is, you need to pay 1 month of security deposit. And the second thing is, like majorly, like in India, like in other Asian countries, people here don't go and rent out by themselves. So they basically, have a realtor in between, which basically ask you for a 1 month rent or something like that for for giving you this property and all and everything. Now, there's definitely a little bit of difficulty because I was about to rent one particular property, which was for 800 euros. It was about to share between 5 people. It had 4 different very good rooms. It was like unfurnished property, but it had all the kitchen and all and everything. But the owner refused to give it to us for just because he said that Indian spices, Indian food is so strong that people in the nearby home will not, allow it, and thus we could not make a deal. So, but yeah, at the same time, you have to just struggle and you have to check about a different bunch of properties. You can get a lot of properties on Orodas. I would always suggest you to have a property near to your college or near to your workplace, so that you can easily manage the travel distance and the time as well. Because when you just live very far away from the workplace, you have to take the bus, there's traffic and all and everything. So because there's like a lot of constructions going on right now, so there's like good amount of traffic as well. But these are the websites that can help you, get the property, and these are very legit websites. So in EU there's like no scam happening. Yeah, you have to be mindful as well, but at the same time it's like one of those country where you don't see people scamming you. So they basically can give you the kind of contract that you need, and the rent agreement and all and everything, which is very required. Now again, there are other shared communities as well. So when we talk about shared communities, places like Atlas co-living, Houston co-living, these have very great and very nice place to offer as well, but at the same time they are costly as well. Now how you can actually make it viable to your pocket is to basically share the room amongst different people. So I know a lot of people who actually rent a place for around 500 euros, and then on top of that they have 100 euros every month for utilities. So it's a total of 600 euros, but it is shared among 3 different people, so you get 200 euros per person and per month. So that's a very good option. So what you need to do is you need to finalize an apartment, you need to finalize a couple of people to divide the rent, and it's a kind of same amount that you pay in the dormitory or that you pay outside as well. It's kind of same, so there's like no problem at all. So again, to just recap, you can come to dormitory, you can find private dormitories, you can go to Atlas co-living, Houston co-living, these shared places. You can go to private dormitories, you can search the accommodation majorly on Orodas. I would always suggest you, if you are finding accommodation on the private website, and if you are trying to find an apartment or something, start early, start 1 or 2 months early, because till the time you'll finalize, you'll be arriving here, so it actually helps you to settle in very quick. So yeah, Orodas and Skelbiu, these are the websites. There are other websites. Facebook Marketplace is one of the very good option here in Lithuania as well, but at the same time, accessing Facebook Marketplace from India or from Asian countries, you need to use VPN and all and everything, and like it's kind of a very big task as well. So this is how you get the accommodation here in Lithuania, and trust me, it's not that difficult, it's not that easy as well. If you know how to represent yourself, you might get it easily, but if you don't know how to represent yourself, it can be difficult at times. Now the other things, the utilities. So basically it's very cold outside in the upcoming months, so you'll have a room equipped with heater, and the heater has to be on. So you'll get heater 24/7, you'll get hot water, you'll also get electricity. All these combines are makeup of the utilities that you pay. In worse and worse winter, you might get a utility of 120 euros every month, depending upon the room size, but I'm just talking about the standard size where 2 to 3 people live, and this is how the utilities can be arranged, and accordingly you can divide it with your friends and all and everything on a monthly basis. So this is how the utilities work. The next thing, the accommodation should be declared. Now in Vilnius there is a rule, and in every country there is a rule. Whenever there is a foreign national that come to the the other country, let's say when you come from India to Lithuania, you need to declare your residency. What I mean by that is, so basically you need to go to International House of Vilnius, International House of Kaunas, and International House in each and every other city. You have to say them that, hey, this is me, this is my passport, this is my TRP, and I am living at this particular place, and this is the contract of this particular place, which basically helps police or any other person that is in terms of they may require you for anything. They may come down, maybe you're not well and you are in the college, they want to teach to you or anything. It's just like that. They should know where you are residing. They should know that which place are you reside, and what is one place that they can find you as well. So you have to declare it. Now the thing is, I have seen a couple of cases. Obviously everybody has their own experience, but this is just my experience that I have seen a couple of places. Vilnius is very strict. Lithuania is very strict in declaring the residence. There are a couple of people who have not declared in the first 3 months. So they have been escorted out from the country. They were given a 14 days notice and they were said that, okay, you have to leave the country. And right now, the most interesting thing is that right now, if you declare a residency in Vilnius, sorry, but I don't know about Kaunas and all, but I know that if you declare residency in Vilnius over the period of next 1 year, you can win up to 1,000 euros from the government. So government is basically, they have started an initiative where you just declare your residency in Lithuania. More and more people will come to Lithuania and declare their residency. So this is what the plan is. So this is all about accommodation. This is all about the things that you have to make sure that before buying an apartment, and how you basically finalize the apartment. I would always encourage you to live in a country legally. What I mean by that is, I have seen a lot of people who basically have a room for 3 people, but just to divide rent, 5 people live in that room, and they basically do false declaration and all and everything. It's all good till the time it's not getting in someone's eyes. But the day it gets in someone's eyes, for a couple of dollars, for a couple of euros, you lose your TRP, you'll lose your access of living in that particular country. With that being said, I hope you all are able to find the accommodation. It's not that tough. Reach people politely. Majorly all these people, majorly the people who are renting, are either very professional, so they don't respond to everyone, or majorly these people are old as well, because they have properties and they want to rent it out. So you have to be polite. At the same time, you have to be speaking in a manner where they should understand that, okay, you are a respectable person and they can trust you to give their property as well. So these are the simple things. Once again, before the end, I can just reiterate a couple of things. So basically, you can go to Orodas, you can go to Skelview, you can go to Facebook Marketplace, you can choose the dormitories, you can have the private dormitories, you can go to co-living spaces like Houston, Etles and other. These are the options for you in Vilnius and in Kaunas and in entire Lithuania. With that being said, if you have any questions, any other doubt in your mind, feel free to reach out to me everywhere. I'm available on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, you name it, and I have it. So it's like that. And I hope these videos are actually helping you out, and a huge shout out, a huge thanks to the people who are actually supporting me, who are actually gaining the benefits from these videos. I mean, I would definitely want if you guys subscribe more, so that I can I can understand that, okay, there are people who are waiting for the video and they want me to create a video, they want me to create and give them good kind of knowledge that they're looking out for. With that being said, again, thank you so much for joining. Hope you have a great festival ahead, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.